How many of you know what human trafficking, sex trafficking, labor trafficking is? Well, I'm here to tell you. Sex trafficking is when you get sent from person to person through a person to commit acts of sex to support whoever's sending you to do it. Exploiting is when you're harassed about it. And I'm going to give you an example of that. Labor trafficking is when you're put out to work to support somebody else under frivolous acts. Okay? Human trafficking is when you're out doing the same thing, and somebody puts you out there to do something. Okay? Edison Drive, Days Inn, Augusta, Maine. Sunday morning. The male at the lobby, he calls himself Sam. He crossed the line with me. He crossed the line, really, when I was checking in as a guest. And noting that I do podcasting and public journalism as well as public investigating on a civil matter, I made him aware of that. He still proceeded to harass me. He also assaulted me in room 116. I was staying in room 124. How does that happen? Well, that happened because he wanted to show me that he had given me a better room, and if I was on the first floor, what they consider the first floor, it would have been much smaller. When I went to look into the room like he told me to, the door shut. The rest is in statement. I also have text messages from him. Why did he take my number from my reservation? Why? Why did he do what he did? He admits the hotel is nowhere held responsible for anything. You were safe here. No, I was not. I promise I will just tell me that you won't pour lawsuits on the hotel. You haven't told me that you will not do lawsuits on the hotel. You need to promise me that you will not do a lawsuit at the hotel. Please forget everything, and please forgive the motel too. Don't ruin business. The motel is not involved in any way or shape. I will have to leave the States. Do you not see this shit? If the motel would be shut down, I would have nowhere to work. What the fuck do I care about him having a job after what he's done to me? And if he's done it to me, he's done it to others. The town of Augusta, general assistance, a girl that was on general assistance through them, she and I went down to the town office and we told them what was going on here. They've got copies of all the text messages previous to what I'm talking about right now. He says it's owned by his brothers. It's not the motel, it's not the hotel's mistake. I made a mistake. I accept it. I apologize. Do you see that shit? So again, tell me why Days Inn, Augusta, Maine, why he has not been charged, why he is still working and subjecting other girls to this. I was so creeped out, I didn't even take a shower while I was there because I was afraid that there were fucking cameras in that room. Okay? Because he didn't do something like that to me in my room. He did it into another room, 116. Okay? So, I have all reason to believe and none to doubt that any females are safe there. And I also don't feel as though any males are safe there because if he gets mad at them, he calls the cops. And I've been told that. I or the hotel can't take lawsuits. If there is lawsuits, I can't stay in state. I apologize, but don't do any lawsuits. Do you see that shit? Okay? Those are the messages. Do you see who that's from? Sam, Days In. Do you see that number there? That is the guy that assaulted me sexually and exploited me, and they're not doing anything about it. I beg not to do any lawsuits. I will leave this state. I will be a better person, I promise. When he first started asking this, I kept on telling him, it's in God's hands. I'm not calling the cops. I've already reported it. It's in God's hands, okay? So, I'm telling you right now, Days In, Augusta, Maine, Edison Drive, those are his messages, okay? Why was he even messaging me? And then the town office, the general assistant said, who? They didn't know him as the name Sam. Somebody else knows him as Roger. So anybody else that knows of this Days In or has any information, or you've been a victim or a survivor of the Days In or any motel for that matter, contact me, because I'm not going to let this rest, okay? Somebody is going to have to step up to the plate and do something. Thank you.